I'm Michelle Risa, and thank you so much for joining me today in my first launch of Ask Me Anything session. So um, I hope this will be beneficial. Um, I'm really open to your asking me literally anything. Of course, if I can't answer it immediately, I promise to get back to you, since of course I'm not an expert in anything. And so, though I say ask me anything, I'm clearly speaking about this very challenging time that we're all living through and how I can, from my experience of life, help you. And specifically, it's maybe physically, keeping your immune system strong, and your nervous system strong, your heart, your brain, and certainly emotionally, not only IQ but EQ, how to reduce the fear that these times can bring, and how to, instead of being reactive, be proactive. Really maximize that gap between when events occur and our response to it. So I'll read something and to share with you that will start us off, and I'll chat a little bit more as people may or may not show up, and just be present. So here's what I'd like to share. May our love overcome our fear, and may our uncertainty activate our compassion. May this crisis be our finest hour. May physical distancing bring renewed vigor to our social connection. May we remember that we are made for these times. May we be love in this time of Corona. I do not remember the author of that. Otherwise, I'd provide the name of them. It was in emails of which I get over 100 a day, so I had quickly copied that. But just wanted to share that. And what I said to someone this morning, even though we cannot touch each other's hands now, it's a wonderful opportunity to look at other options that may be even more meaningful than touching hands. And I believe it's touching each other's heart. And so the question is, how do we do that? And I think we do that just by showing up and holding space, not having answers, not having solutions, not the fix-it answer that makes us feel valuable. And I think this is also a time of uncertainty to get more comfortable with not knowing and recognizing the power that's there without knowing. Just holding that space together, knowing I'm there for you, as I hope you feel I'm doing that right now. Thich Nhat Hanh, a wonderful Vietnamese Buddhist, Zen Buddhist master, said the greatest gift we can give is the gift of being heard. So as we wonder what to say or do, I offer his wisdom and say possibly neither, and just give someone the gift of being heard or you're listening. I have found it to be quite powerful, as I have offered conversations every month, well, many times during the month, both online and in the past face-to-face, to help people gather and acquire the tools to speak with one another with respect, with grace, with compassion, not needing to be right or make the other person wrong, but again, just to learn a different point of view and respect all of them, which is not easy, but it's, I think, again, what this time offers us the opportunity to do. So I will, I see it's almost 6 minutes, and I think that's a good amount of time for me to be here. I will do this again and let more people know and invite others so we can have a lovely, robust conversation and possibly listen and learn and grow and experience human compassion, connection, and I would say recognizing finally we are in this together. We are truly, always have been, but maybe now more of us see that we are. Our destinies are inextricably intertwined. So I do care about others' well-being, even though it may not immediately impact mine, but it does. I'm sorry, I'm continuing, but I just want to share how much I care about those who don't have paid sick leave, that they must be ill and still go to work because they can't afford to stay home, or someone who doesn't have health care and so again can't be treated and be well and vibrant, or someone who's not making a living wage and so must juggle the stress of many jobs. All of those people are the ones who often cook our food or even grow our food or harvest our food or ship our food. Just taking one category as an example, there are those who keep our vacation places clean when we visit motels and hotels and the airlines, and just there's a fabric that we have in our society that plays such an important role. And we sometimes think they're not as important as those with such notoriety or fame and fortune, but they are. And now we get to see how important they are, which is lovely. I also want to say, and I will speak for just 2 more minutes and then stop. I also want to say this is just also a wonderful time to not only connect with others, but to connect with your own heart. I think many of us are so busy, we don't have the time. And here's a perfect chance to make the time. And what more precious way of investing our time than to connect to our own hearts and learn who we are. And how can we do that other than just sitting and spending some time with ourselves like we do a best friend? And I would say this is the best friendship of all, the one with ourself. So we can cultivate that friendship and relationship, which will absolutely benefit every other relationship in our life. So if you have any questions, just tap, again, write them in the comment. Write me a comment. I'm sorry if I didn't say that earlier. I think it says event logs of 69. I think that might mean 69 people stopped by or here. I really don't know. This is my first time doing this. So if you can write a comment in the comment space, that would be lovely. And I'll just say thank you for taking a few moments out of your life to connect with me and listen. And I hope some of it was beneficial for you so that together we can navigate these times that I believe will only make us stronger and wiser and together build a community we so naturally crave. And knowing, at least my knowing, that we were never meant to address our world's crises alone, but we're always meant to do this together. And so here we are. We have a chance to do that together. So until the next time, I don't see anyone commenting, so I'll go back on the page and see, but thank you so much for connecting and listening and caring.